What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 51 of the LARNE project here in Football Manager 2019. If you missed last episode, episode 50, it was a 45-minute special. Yes, go check it out. It was the start of Season 5, and well, we are going to be continuing on from that point. And of course, today we have a big game, or two rather, ahead of us. We're going to be taking on Red Star Belgrade in the Champions League Champions third qualifying round. Just 2 rounds away now from the Champions League group stage. The dream is kind of alive. Last time we met Red Star 2 years ago, they beat us 6-2 over 2 legs. Since then, I feel like we've got better. We've got a stronger team. I'm hoping that with the players that we've got having developed just a little bit, perhaps we can give them a better game today. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Since you were last here, we have just kicked off the Premier season. You can see we took on Glenavon. First game of the season, 3-1 win. Good little performance, this one. First goal was a corner to the back post. It was the Iron Man himself, Downey Jr., Robert, with the goal. Lovely little finish for him. Similar goal, to be honest, for the second. 2 minutes later, back post cross to Paul O'Connor. Rory Jarvis, our former man, don't think he ever scored for us, but he has scored against us a few times. He added to his collection with a goal which, on the mark of an hour, was a little bit of a nervy time to concede and, lower their margin to just 1 goal. But fortunately for us, 4 minutes later, a little bit of fortune about this one. Gary Marsh, own goal, initial shot by Pesteridge, kind of rebound, ping-ponged around. Ultimately, however, 3-1 it finished with that third goal. And, the good start to the league begins. Hopefully we can keep it going now. Anyway, we're going to get straight into today's game against Red Star. In terms of team news, not a massive amount, really. The team itself is a bit of a combination of a few factors, but I'm picking it a lot based off form. Yes, you'll see here Lil is going to be on the bench. He has not played that great so far for us. Kenny Dixon as well, been out with injury, still kind of coming back from it, but he had been a little underwhelming. And, it's going to see opportunities for Pesteridge and O'Connor at right and left midfield to show us what they can do here. The rest of the team is very similar to the team that we played throughout last episode. It's Kieran Kane, McCoy, Iron Man and Cyborg on the back. Kieran Kane getting more and more unhappy about not being allowed to move. McCoy as well. Thinking about it, with Kieran Kane, I should probably just reject the offers that I've just left lingering around. But you can see some of the other offers we've had for him. Only one above £1 million, which is a little bit of a shameful display if you ask me. I feel like for the 21-year-old, he, despite being valued at £40,000, he should be commanding significantly more than £1 million. In my opinion, and I don't really intend to sell him unless we get a significantly better offer or the board go behind my back. Anyway, let's get into today's game. Kane is going to play despite his uncertainty over his first team future. He, alongside Lil, have been kind of requesting transfers. In Lil's case, he even put in a transfer request I had to reject, which I guess is another reason why he's on the bench for today's game, just with that on my mind. A little bit embarrassing that the player who gets appointed captain less than a week later is asking to leave the club, but hopefully that isn't going to prove a distraction to the rest of our team. And let's get into this. Crvena Zvezda, Red Star Belgrade. We're away from home to begin with. I want to try and start with our positive brand of football. If it doesn't work, we'll change things up, we'll adapt. It's what we do. But given how it went last time out, I want to give it a go. You can see their team, they're playing a 5 at the back system, which is a little bit interesting at home. Might be a little bit tricky for us to break down, but we're going to try and do it here. Key Frame playing as captain, and I mean that is a captain's finish right there. 6 minutes gone, gets us off to the perfect start. Glenn Dining with the assist. I mean, these two guys, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have them nailed down as the household names of the first team in terms of players who you go, that is the star player. I mean, maybe Glenn Dining, some will disagree with, but certainly Frame. But captain consistent, and very much captain. He is, of course, vice, taking over from Lil today as captain. Gives us the ideal start, sets the standard high for the rest of our team. 15 minutes gone, and we take an early lead, although it's not going to be easy this game. You can see they are on the attack immediately here. We need to defend this if we can. Rodic with it now to Kristic. I'm going to assume that all itch is, considering we're playing a Serbian side and it's IC. And IC some trouble here as Gobolic whips it to back post. Rodic heads it wide of the mark. That was not far wide though. I'm just looking here. They've got Marin in their team, formerly of Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. He's a good little player. They've got some good players, to be honest, and they could be on the attack here. Nice block, rebounds around, hits the crossbar. Someone get it out. The Cyborg hooks it away to safety. My word, that's a little bit of a warning shot in our direction, isn't it? And well, that counter is going to amount to nothing. Early on, 66% of the ball in our favour, but they've had the better chances thus far. Tiny bit concerning, that. Defensively, we need to switch on, and while Liotta wins it well there. Glendining brings the ball forward. Goes wide to Pestridge. Cyborg on the overlap, potentially. Is he going to go on his left foot? He's going to try and bring it back, I think. Goes to Pestridge, in fact. Glendining, edge of the box. Pulls it across the frame. Already has one goal. Has a second goal now. Very similar to the first. Ball squared across the edge of the box. This time frame, a little less to do, but let's not take anything away from the finish there. That was tidy. And well, the Cyborg here is an interesting situation because he's left-footed playing right back. Perhaps looks a little bit hesitant to put in the ball there. Frame though, I think he did some kind of 360 no-scope there to get it into the back of the net. Regardless, lovely finish by him. An element of deja vu certainly. And while the centre mid's on for a hat-trick. 67% of the ball. They say it doesn't matter how much of the ball you have unless you do something with it. Right now, we're having a lot of the ball and we're doing stuff with it. Since we got that goal, they've not done anything towards our goal. And well, if we can make it 3 before half-time, it would be huge. Both these goals away from home as well. Let me just emphasise that. I feel like that can't be understated. Away goal's a massive factor. Ball whipped in here. Pestridge hits it, hits the crossbar. I mean, apparently it's wonderful stuff from us. It might not be over. Kane can't get it into the box. If we'd scored that third before half-time, I mean, we would have been in dreamland. As it is, we're still looking very, very solid. Worth noting, Pestridge and O'Connor, the two players who I perhaps controversially brought into the first team ahead of Lille and also Dixon, they've not been great thus far. So that's a little bit of a cause for concern. I also realise that I've just told the players I'm very happy with that first half. Let's hope that that isn't going to, well, let in some complacency. I'm really expecting us to keep this level of performance going. And in the last 15 minutes of that half, we were by far and away the better team. Red Star did not have a single shot on goal following our second, and I want to keep it like that if we can. Frame here, 2 goals to his name, switches the ball to the Cyborg. Lots of space for him, cuts in on his left peg, back post to O'Connor, heads it, tight angle to have another effort. I mean, what a save that was. Can we just say their keeper pulled that out of the top drawer. Cross back post, Iron Man, Downey Jr., Robert. Narrowly close, narrowly over is what I was trying to say. English is hard. No, an hour gone here. 2-0 it remains. Red Star, they probably have been the better team. Early on they were the better team, but since then we've been just on top, haven't we? I don't know what I'm saying. They've not been the better team at all. If anything, I'm expecting us to try and get 1 or 2 more before all is said and done here. I mentioned the fact that O'Connor's not had the best game. I'm going to take him off for Lille. I'm also going to bring in Dixon for Pestridge. You can see the rest of the team, average rating-wise, top-notch. Really can't blame anyone. I guess Wright could maybe be doing a little bit more. Craig Bannon still coming back from injury. Probably not quite ready for today's game, unfortunately. He is on the bench. I thought if we got desperate, we could bring him in. We're not really that desperate, so we're not going to bring him in up top. Still only 2 goals. Given how dominant we've been in this half, it would be lovely to get a third. Certainly, keeping a clean sheet now is crucial. I mean, I realise that I'm just cursing us here as the ball goes in. Cleared away, only so far. Deflects very bizarrely in. It's been given as an own goal by the Cyborg. I'm not entirely sure how it... I mean, let's look at this. So the ball gets put in. It's headed away by the Cyborg, or kind of hoofed away. I think it actually deflects off 2 defenders and goes in. I mean, it's a bit of a punch to the gut, isn't it? I think the initial shot may have not even have been going on target. 2-1 here. I'm going to demand more from the players, but before that can take effect, we now have another highlight. I mean, if we were to concede another, it would be disastrous. We have been so much better than Red Star here. It deserves to be more than 2-1. We've not created, the craziest clear-cut chances, but we've had enough opportunities to score more than 2. Can we get that crucial third goal? Lille here, captain, cuts inside, hits it. Boyan there, tips it wide. Was not a bad run by Lille. Still maybe a chance from a set piece here. Can he get it to the back post? Robert Downey's going to be there. And It's gone on the roof of the net. For a second, I thought it had gone in. In fact, I think the actual free kick bent out there and he actually managed to head it into the back of the net, which I've never seen before in FM. 2-1. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like, given how we played, we should have done better than that. But we're going to have to settle for it, I think, unless we're going to score the last kick of the game. Back post, Downey with the header. Keeper carries it wide again. I mean, look at these stats. 28 shots, 10 on target. But it finishes 2-1. The crucial stat that matters. I mean, it's a win on the night. People gave us no chance, so to win is great. I do wonder if we're going to regret not performing better whilst we were on top of that game. The goal we conceded was terribly unlucky. Frame, what a performance by you at centre mid, my friend. You've been a real revelation since he came into the team. Northern Irish international with 4 caps now at the age of 19. Looks absolutely superb. Had a great season last year. This year he's been good. 4 goals in 5 Champions League qualifying games. And hopefully he can keep that going for us in a week's time. Anyway, we're going to go forward to that game against Red Star. In the meantime, Dungannon Swifts, it's the Charity Shield. No one gives a damn about it. It's the Mickey Mouse Cup. Yeah, let's not go anywhere. Let's get forward into the next week. And hopefully we can come out on top against Red Star once more. Okay, guys, so we're back here for the second leg against Red Star. You know, we've got to switch back on. Not the best result last time out. I feel like I should be delighted with a win, considering we lost against them across 2 legs just 2 years ago. You know, the progress on the pitch has been superb since then. Unbeaten in the league last year, but it should have and probably could have been more. Today we've got to try and put that to the back of our mind, you know. Hopefully we could just, you know, give the same level of performance again, and that should be more than enough. You can see here we did beat Dungannon Swifts in the Charity Cup Shield final thing. It's a cup that I don't really care for too much. In the end, Lil's goal was the difference maker. He got man of the match. And, well, the captain, if we just look here, where is it? I mean, he literally requested a transfer a matter of days ago. I'm not going to be able to find it now. He wants to leave. I've told him he's not going anywhere, and in fact he is going to start today's game. But, well, watch this space. Anyway, this is the team we're going to go with for today's game. It's pretty much the same team as last game, except from at left back, Kieran Kane is suspended due to yellow card accumulation. As a result, Cyborg is going to go to left back, which of course he's left-footed. That kind of works. And then it does bring in Robinson at right back for us, who is pretty good defensively. On the bench, as a result, we then end up with McDermott. So it's kind of just a bit of a shuffle around there to get the right players in the right places. And then in the wide areas, Dixon and Lil are going to play today instead of Pestridge and O'Connor. Pestridge and O'Connor both on the bench. I feel like in terms of wingers and attackers, it's the place where we have the most talent. And, well, we're going to put that to the test, I guess, here today. Hoping for another top performance. Glenn Dining locks down that position starting at centre attacking mid. This year, he has been top-notch for us. You can see here, most assists in the team, but you can see Champions League, 5 assists, 2 goals, and 8.16 average rating. More of the same, please, today, my son. They are playing a 4-4-1-1. Does that suit us as well as their previous system? I'm not sure. I may have just ballsed up our team talk a little bit. Let's try and put it into rescue mode here. Just about solve it. I told the players that I wanted us to win to begin with, and apparently they weren't so happy about that. But I feel like, given the first leg performance, how convincing the performance was, if we can do that again today, we're going to be fine. And that's got to be the aim. Obviously, Europa League knockout stages last year. This year, I want to take that one more step forward, get to the Champions League. Even if we win this today, I think there's still one more game that we'd have to win. So, you know, we're still very much on the road to the Champions League at this point. But if we could, well, get the win here, it would be another huge step forward. As Glenn Dining, what a run that was. The save, though, by Boyan. I guess he was up to the test, really. Glenn Dining with a sighter early on. 20 minutes gone. And, well, you can see here, a flick on by them. Of course, 2 away goals in our favour does mean that for Red Star here, they need to score 2 today. Does not matter what happens anywhere else. They need to get through our defence twice. Now, I don't necessarily back out ourselves defensively too much. I do feel like our greatest strength is going forward. And, well, maybe that's going to be put to the test today. You can see Red Star building it from the back. One big ball forward. Robinson, not the best header away. And hit from range, hits the woodwork. What was the keeper doing? Let's not question it. Cyborg, cool as a cucumber, brings it out at left back. 25 minutes gone. 0-0, despite that little bit of a scare with them hitting the woodwork. It's been very reminiscent of the first leg, barring, a goal for us, really. They're yet to have a shot on target. They've hit the woodwork once, but we've dominated possession. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not too concerned right now. This level of performance is what we need. It's more than enough. A goal would be great because it would mean that, again, if they score 2, it goes to extra time. But in the grand scheme of things, the goal isn't a massive game changer. Although if we could get it, it would be lovely. Right. Tackled away superbly there, to be honest. Clean throw on goal. The whole net at his mercy. It was a clear-cut chance and a heroic tackle. I'm not sure who that was at the back for them, but give them a medal. That was incredible, to be honest. And probably prevented a certain goal. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy. Let's try and get them fired up going into this second half. Reminder, they need 2 goals, and they've got 45 minutes to do it. We still very much hold all the cards in our hands. A goal would be nice. It would just alleviate a little bit of the pressure. I mean, they still need 2 goals to take it to extra time, but it would give us a bit of a boost, I feel like. And well, it's going to be Dixon here to Glendining to Cyborg. Hits the woodwork. I mean, that was a venomous, good English, Jack. A venomous effort. We'll get there eventually. It was a venomous effort from the Cyborg. The woodwork to the rescue, and now we find the back of their net. It's the Iron Man. It's Lil with the assist as well. Robert Downey, the hometown hero. And, he's just known for that aerial ability of his. The back post corners, where we like to position our best headerer. He leaps like a salmon. He stings like a bee. He puts us up, and it's going to be Crvena Zvezda 1, LARNE FC 3. Okay, it kind of rhymed. It was a bit of a mouthful. Okay, don't look at me like that. Right, can we get another goal here? It would be huge for us. Robinson, surely not. The right back hits it. It's blocked. Falls to Lil. Rebound. He's offside. He's offside. If we can score 1 here, it would be massive for us. They'd require 3 goals, and with half an hour left on the clock, that would be a tall order. Glendining brings it forward, dinks it to right. He's through. The defence is not going to come to the rescue this time. Glendining with another assist for his scrapbook. Wright's 6th goal of the season. He was a little bit wobbly in some of the earlier qualification rounds. I'll tell you what, he's found his shooting boots as of late. Glendining, though, what a ball that is. Dinks it over the right centre-back. Wright just takes it in his stride. 1 touch to get it out of his feet. 1 more to tuck it in. I don't want to speak too prematurely, but I think we're going to go marching on here, guys. We are looking great. And we could be on the attack again here. Glendining to Dixon. Whips it to Cyborg, who could have a go, does have a go. That is game, set and match. It's 3-0 LARNE on the night. 5-1 on aggregate, and what a way to show the progress we've made over the last few years. Let's make some changes here. Let's take off the players who are on bookings. Just protect them from potentially getting sent off. 25 minutes left, 5-1 to the good. They need 4 goals in the remaining 25 minutes. It should be all over now, shouldn't it, really? Lovely goal, by the way, by Cyborg at left back. Did not know he had that in his locker. And, he's going to roll away to safety. For a second, I thought we were about to immediately concede, and I might have been spamming cancel on the triple substitution. But as things have played out here, 14 minutes left, we could be on the attack again. Lil, he might not be happy off the pitch, but on the pitch, he's happy as Larry, bringing the ball forward here. Options, Crawford. Now to McDermott. The subs getting involved. Lil hits it. I mean, the keeper called into action once more there. I thought it was going to be tricky to surpass the total number of shots we had last game. We're almost at 30 today. We're going to get a penalty as well. Justin Wright to take the penalty. Do I want him to take the penalty? You know what? Jared. The keeper's going to take it for us. Am I about to regret this? Why am I doing this? He's got kick clash with the referee. He steps up. He scores it. Never in doubt. I don't know why I've just put my goalkeeper. I like to make use of the new feature, okay, where you can change the kick taker on the fly. We've rubbed salt in their Serbian wounds today. The keeper has stepped up. It's actually a pretty good penalty. Maybe we should make him take them all. I love the celebration. What am I doing? I should be taking this more seriously. It's all a bit of fun. 4-0 on the night. It's a carnival atmosphere here at LARNE Football Club. We're going to go marching on to uncharted territory. Next time out, 1 round away from the Champions League proper. And given how we've performed in all these qualifiers, I think we have to go in with a degree of confidence. 6-1. Downey Jr., or Robert Downey, if you're confused as to why he's called Iron Man, just to clarify, his name is literally Robert Downey, so he's the Iron Man. Man of the match for him, the hometown hero. Really has forced his way, I feel like, into first team contention now. And, well, what a performance. You can see here, the best viewing apparently was at the Oval, where 8,000 fans witnessed a shock result. A shock 6-1. There you go. We go marching on. We're going to be taking on Red Bull Salzburg. That game in a week's time is going to see some matches rearranged, and that is what we will come back to next time out. It's, well, as I said, uncharted territory. We're going to be taking on, I want to say, the Austrian powerhouses. They're not going to be easy. I'm going to be honest, they're not going to be easy, but we're going to do our best against them and see how we go. You know, that's all we can do at the end of the day. They have a pretty good team. They've got this guy Collar, who apparently is their key man. We'll give him a scout so we can see exactly how good he is. Maybe I can just buy him off them. I don't have 80 million. Right, we'll look forward to them next time, won't we? It's going to be a big episode, episode 52. Hopefully I do see you guys for it. Another fantastic European performance, though, from us today. We are looking very, very sharp. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going, and hopefully I see you guys for it. And, well, yeah, that's going to be all from me. I'm in a bit of shock. Top performance. If you have enjoyed today's episode, drop a like on it. I'll see you guys in a couple of days' time for episode 52. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.